Hurricanes looking to send their seniors out with a win. Wake Forest looking to continue to try to pad its NCAA tournament resume. The Deacons are 3-1 in their last 4 starters for Wake Forest. Gina Conti and Ivana Raca, they form the second highest scoring duo in the ACC, joined by Christina Mora, Jewel Spear, and Alexandria Suggs. And the Deacons are on the board quickly. Rebound the other way, although unable to corral it, is Alexandria Scruggs, I beg your pardon. And Kelsey Marshall with a little Euro step at the other end for a bucket. Marshall from a basketball family. Her brother Kyle played in the national championship game at Butler. Raca pump fake and knocks it down. 20-win season. 2 20-win seasons, I should say. Marshall's three-pointer is good, and the Canes are in front 7-5.
Yeah, can't leave her open if you're Wake Forest. Conti to just bring it up the floor and give her an opportunity to set things up for Raca, along with Mora.
To shoot for Harden. Spins, tosses down low to Mason, finds some space off the glass and in. It's a 9-0 run for the Canes.
Wow.
Jewel Spear, the talented freshman, thought about a 3, decided not. Here's Raca, bit of a mismatch on India Banks. Nice help from Mbondu, but Raca grabs her own rebound and puts it in to stop the bleeding for the Deacon. Taylor Mason defended by Raca. Finds India Banks, stop and pop. That's her bread and butter, and she shows why. Area vets, back to Roby. And she packs a punch down low with another bucket.
Look, now what she's got to be conscious of.
Gina Conti, 3-ball in transition, knocks it down. The Deacons are within 2.
Kind of allowed Wake Forest to climb right back into things a little bit.
Marshall driving on Horde, dumps off to Mbondu, who finishes. Needs 5 to move into sole possession of 3rd place in Wake Forest history. Raca with a jumper over Banks, and she hits it, give her 9. Canes haven't scored in over 2 minutes, and Wake Forest has its deficit down to 1. And right on cue, India Banks knocks down a triple. Anaya Horde, sister of former Wake Forest men's player Jalen Horde. And how about that pass from Gina Conti?
Oh, that was pretty.
Look here, how about this pass right here from Gina Conti? The dish and the finish from Olivia Sumio. Raca for 3, the Deacons lead. Another rebound for Raca. Here's Gina Conti, swatted by Goni. For the freshman guard. India Banks to Goni. She's got an open look at a 3, and she knocks it down. Miami back in front. Florida State, Louisville, and Purdue, where her sister is a member of the Boilermakers. Banks mid-range jumper, it's money.
Good basketball school.
Typically game-winning mid-range jumper against Wake Forest in the ACC tournament a few years ago.
No call.
8 on the clock. Here's Mason. Under 5. Banks. Goni for 3 at the buzzer. She got it! The freshman sends Miami into the break with a 4-point lead, 32-28.
You said I just made 1. Let me try again. Give me the basketball again. And the freshman comes up big.
Canes 32, Deacons 28.
You know, play their game offensively and defensively, clamp down on Wake Forest.
Nice pass.
Yeah, it was. And not let them get comfortable. And that's exactly what Miami has to do. Do not let Wake Forest get comfortable offensively.
And now her final home game, potentially. I guess that's the one thing to know about the senior nights, whether it's the Hurricanes or anyone else in the country, as Christina Mora finishes down low. Harden keeps it alive, but it goes to Raca.
No advantage in numbers for Wake Forest. Good find, and that'll work.
The hoop and the horn. Nice finish from Alexandria Scruggs.
And she threw it, what, half the court? No, 3/4 court, right underneath the hoop, in stride.
To shoot for the Hurricanes. She'll pull a 3-pointer, nothing but net.
The heck is that?
Just to the left of Katie Meyer there, at the bottom of your screen. Stomping her feet after that bucket.
She's been with Katie for a long time now,
sure
after
has.
an unbelievable basketball career in a Hurricanes uniform.
Miami has its lead up to 6. Destiny Harden pump fakes, drives in, stops and finishes.
Mentioned Octavia Blue. In the last decade, some of the assistants have gone on to have a lot of success under the direction of Katie Meyer, too.
Miami standouts, not just Octavia Blue, but Shanice Johnson, who's a WNBA player, a former top 5 pick, former ACC Player of the Year. Morgan Stroman, who was an All-ACC performer. And India Banks. Now 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. 4 of 6 from the floor for India Banks. And that's a big three-pointer from Jewel Spear. She hit 116 three-pointers. Mason behind the back. Pull-up jumper is good.
Boy, back and forth we go. This is fun basketball.
Or loses to. So when you're trying to go from the first 4 out to the last 4 in, you can't add a loss of that.
Gamble by Miami. That didn't pay off.
Ended up winning the SEC tournament led by Sundiata Gaines. And as the SEC champions, got like a 13 seed in the NCAA tournament.
Perfect.
Another triple from Wake Forest.
And hot.
It's a 2-point ball game. Can Miami answer? Area bet. She does! A big response by the junior from Croatia.
Miami by 1 in the second quarter. Miami by 1 here in the third. I mean, this is a tight ball game.
Another 3 trifectas from Wake Forest. Mason's going to drive in through some contact, no foul. Roby with the board and the put-back bucket. Wake beats the press. Gina Conti, by the way, is Ivana Raca with a nice up-and-under finish. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Canes lead by 2. Area vets to Harden, 10 on the clock. Drives in, through contact with a bucket. Nice finish from Destiny Harden. She's got 11. Allowed is to not slow the game down too much, right or wrong. As Harden
picked her
just
pocket.
picks Raca's pocket, 2-on-1 the other way, and she'll finish in transition. She's got a baker's dozen. That was the second part of what I was going to say, is that just because something happens at the end of a game does not inherently make it more important. As Harden is in a groove right now, up to 15 points.
Wake Forest going to start feeling the pressure here, though. We talked about it. They got to win this ball game. They're down 8.
And Gina Conti with about as easy of a layup as she could dream of.
Spear and Scruggs, they're a bucket apiece away from getting into double digits, and all of a sudden Wake Forest looking at 4 players in double digits.
India Banks will hit that jumper. Here's Conti, 9 points, 7 dimes, 6 boards. And a bucket for Wake Forest.
Big runs in this game. Wake Forest went on a 7-0 run at one point. Miami 9-0.
Big giveaway for the Hurricanes. Conti to the rim. She finishes. Deacons within 1. 5 to go. Canes lead by 1. Kelsey Marshall tries to make it 4, and she does. Corner 3 for the Davie native. One area where both teams have excelled tonight is turnovers. Each side really taking care of the basketball. As Wake Forest answers back with another three-pointer, it's Jewel Spear. Deacons can take the lead here. They've had a few chances for that recently, have not been able to do so. Sumiel off to Raca, and she puts Wake Forest in front. Taylor Mason comes off the screen and said the ball go to Destiny Harden. Here's Kelsey Marshall. She drives in. Nice pass to Naomi and Bandu. Canes in front, 64-63. Play spoiler and send its seniors out with a win on senior night. 3 seconds. Here's one of those seniors. Banks with a great pass, and Bandu once again. Gina Conti directing the Wake Forest offense, moving to her right. 15 seconds to play. Drives in. Tries to draw the foul. Does not, and misses the shot. Destiny Harden with a huge rebound for the Hurricane.
Tell you what, Miami not allowing Wake Forest to take any time off the clock. Obviously, the miss is huge.
Yeah,
but
big miss by Sumiel.
Might have a little hope, but hard now.
Yeah.
Almost had to miss that.
I agree. Their arms around the ball, but if you can take a few seconds off and get it to a better free throw shooter, well, second one is good. And Jen Hoover will use that timeout. 69-64 Miami.
And she's got to shoot
Pass goes into Spear. Need a quick shot. She does pull the long 3, and it does go in. The bank is open.